Hi Gemini, it's Sloan Rhodes here with your Life Purpose, Career, and Money reading for mid-February through the end of March 2020. Today I'm drawing one card from the Doreen Virtue Life Purpose deck and then three cards from the Archangel Power Tarot in the position of past, present, future, and then one card around your money from the Money Tarot by Eugene Vinitsky. Let's go ahead and get started, Gemini. Mid-February through March 2020, or whenever you happen to be watching this video or listening to this video or listening to this recording, because all of my videos are available in audio format. There's links below. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm going to keep shuffling it. It felt weird to me. Gemini. Okay. Artist, interesting, and sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Look at you, Gemini, tuning in to your emotions, tuning into the sensate world. You're already in process of that. And then we have artist, beautiful, right here. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. Gemini, you're opening up here, expressing yourself in beautiful artistic ways, even more deeply than you have in the past, because we have this under the deck. This is something that's been growing, taking hold within you, this sensitivity, this attunement to the natural world, this attunement to energies that exist that have not yet manifested, that your intellectual mind can't say, I understand that, you know? Beautiful. And so if you are an artist of some kind, and this can be any kind, you could be an actor, you could be a musician, you could be an artist with paint and sculpture, this kind of thing. However, you know, that works for you in terms of your artistry. And if you're not currently in that type of career, it looks like in this particular time frame, you're being encouraged to explore more of that within yourself, no matter what you're doing. You know, say you are an accountant, how can you bring some artistry to your work? How can you bring those sensibilities to the work that you're doing? Not necessarily being creative with the numbers, but being creative with your strategy. You know, being creative in your office, bringing more of that artistic sensibility to your environment where you work. It doesn't have to be necessarily be with your work. You know, you're an air sign. You know, can be very mental. So I don't know. You know, however, whatever you're doing. You know, of course, this is a general reading. So there are many, many different types of Geminis, clearly, who do many, many different types of work in the world and express themselves very differently. So. But this particular time frame here, we have this beautiful artist. And you could actually make money, you know, here. We'll get the money card in a minute, but it could be that just you're being encouraged to explore other artists, you know, the way other people display artistry in the world and express their artistic sensibilities in the world. Going to museums, going to art galleries, going to plays, concerts, this kind of thing. Connecting more with that side of yourself, you know? You hold it within you already, Gemini. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. It may be for some of you too that an artist is central to your experience during this particular time frame. Maybe you are supporting an artist. Maybe you have a spouse or a partner who's an artist, and you are gaining insights through them, from them. You may be working with an artist in some form. And for some of you, it may just be that you are a painter. painting houses, but doing so with attention and love for bringing that kind of color to the world, and attention to detail. What's going on for the Geminis? Again, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, so you can watch the other videos that apply to you as well. See how it plays out. Okay, so we have the Magician in reverse. We have the Five of Michael in reverse. We have the Six of Michael in the upright. And then under the deck we have the Eight of Gabriel. So I feel like maybe you've been feeling a little bit stuck in the recent past, or things weren't moving quite as quickly as you wanted them to. That's under the deck. But in the recent past we do have the Magician, right? When the Magician shows up in the reverse for me, it's always sort of this, it's usually an individual, but not always, an energy where some things were promised, or there was a lot of talk, and it didn't really come together as you had hoped, right? So it could be an individual. So an example of this would be someone who's like a smooth talking salesperson. We got this going on, and then you're going to get this, and it's like it all sounds really, really good, almost too good to be true. And so that person can't really live up to those expectations. Or maybe they displayed themselves, or maybe it was you, Gemini, displaying yourself in a manner that you didn't really have all the skills, or they don't really have all the skills, but they talk a good game. It's not gonna fly. It's in the recent past, and then you kind of come here with the present position, with the Five of Michael, the Five of Swords in the reverse. And you recognize, that you don't want to fight about this. Maybe your ego was bruised. Maybe that's why. Maybe this is you, smooth talking. Yeah, no, I got it. This is what I want to do. And you're not really, if it's you, you're not really in touch or in tune with what you're really wanting. You're trying to pretend to be something you're not. And if it wasn't you, it was someone else. Either way, with the Five of Michael in the reverse here in the center, the Five of Swords, in the kind of present position, whatever that means for you in your present position here, Gemini, you're giving up the fight. You're like, it's just not worth the time and effort to fight this. I'm just going to let my ego rest here. I'm not going to try to keep up in that pattern of trying to fight whatever it was. Maybe it's an individual, or trying to pretend anymore that I'm more than I am. And I'm just going to move into smooth waters, because we have the Six of Michael here in the near future. You're leaving all that choppiness behind. Leaving all that feeling of stuckness and confusion behind. You may even actually take a trip. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. In the near future for you, Gemini. Moving on. From a situation that just was, for whatever reason, wasn't working. And now you're more attuned. But through that, whatever that was, it's giving you a greater connection to your heart, a greater connection to your feelings, to the subtlety of life, The artist sees things that other people don't see. So it's giving you a new appreciation and insight into, again, the etheric realm, things that aren't always in evidence, but you're attuning to them. So that's one of the benefits, but not always easy lessons here, Gemini. And there will be degrees to this. Everyone's going to experience this to the degree to which they're, where they're at. Either way, I do like to see the Five of Michael in the reverse, because it does show that, people are more willing to communicate. You may never really understand each other, but you're also not as willing to engage in battle. It's kind of like, we agree to disagree. Let's move on. Whatever this was. And it could be that you're leaving a period of time where you were dealing with people who just weren't at your level as well, with the Magician in reverse. Depends on your situation. It could be you and that as a Magician in reverse. It could be someone else, or just a situation. Either way, it's positive. It's gone. It's in the past, in the recent past. So around your money, Gemini. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm giving you a spiritual perspective on your money during this particular time frame. What's going on with Gemini and their money? The Emperor, beautiful energy. And the Ace of Swords under the deck. Yay! You are cutting through. You are getting clarity. You are taking charge. Whatever was happening with that Magician in reverse, that period of time is thankfully in the past. And we have the beautiful Emperor. Right? The Emperor takes great care of the money. Great care of the financial aspects of life. It could be you or someone else whom you trust. Who you trust. With whom you've placed your trust. And they are absolutely doing right by you and your money. Now, I'm not saying that they're particularly generous if it's an individual, but they're fair, and they're going to make sure that everything is taken care of. The lights aren't going to go off. The electricity's not going to get turned off. Your car payment's not going to be late. Everything is being taken care of here with the money. Either you are doing it or someone with whom you work or who works for you is taking care of it nicely for you. Again, we have the Ace of Swords, getting greater clarity, brand new beginning, taking the initiative. I like to see all of that for you, Gemini. Could be an Aries individual also involved with you, with your money, or with the way in which you discuss money or take care of your money. So, okay, I hope that you find that helpful. I wish you much love, Gemini, and I will see you at your private reading or your private appointment, or you can book or you can purchase a video reading, which is similar to this type of reading. You just email me your question and I make a video for you and send you the link. Or you can listen to this video on the audio recordings that are listed below at the podcast. And also check out my weekly spiritual guidance videos that I release every Sunday. All right, much love to you.